Boom, baby! Superman Sanchez, Josh Sanchez here. My Protein. Want to give you guys another video. I'm going to free flow. Hope you guys enjoy it. I've had my caffeine this morning. I am taking the day off from the gym, so I'm going to have a little more energy for you guys. I have me a little list I want to start with you guys and go over today. So, fitness, obviously you guys know that I love fitness. I want to give you guys my passion. I want to share my passion with you. I believe that in life we all have a purpose, and my purpose and passion is fitness and helping others with my gifts and talents that God gave me to make it easier for you guys. So, we're going to start off. Thank you again to My Protein for all your great supplements and everything you guys have given me and the opportunity to be part of your team. If you guys want to check these people out, My Protein, we're the largest European brand coming to the US. Going to take over, so get ready. My Protein, us.myprotein.com or myprotein.com, Josh20 for 20% off. All right, here we go. Motivation. So, who wants to look like Superman, or compete or have a certain look that you have in mind that you're like, you know what, I really want to look like this? How are you going to get there? Motivation. For me, when I started off, I had pictures of Arnold, Frank Zane, anyone you could think of, Lou Ferrigno, all the big guys that basically were the inspiration that I needed. As we advanced through it, basically had Steve Cook, you have all these people that came up, multiple people that have built their own legacy in their own bodies, and basically through bodybuilding, they built a brand and built something that's just changed the world and inspiring lives today. So, motivation, you have to find, Instagram is a great way to find motivation. You follow my page at Superman Sanchez on Instagram and social media. You guys can go to YouTube, you guys can go to workouts, you guys can go, there's pretty much so many places, quotes. Every single day you might find something that helps you that's going to be a little bit better. For me, I like quotes in the morning, I like motivation for different pages, I like to ask people what they're doing, I like to see what my clients are doing, I like to hear feedback, I go back to my emails and see, hey, this client's doing this, and try to follow up and see who's doing best and who's doing what. I try to find it any which way. I can find motivation from little kids playing outside in the park, and I just see that they're so passionate about it, and I realize that, hey, I used to be there. So maybe it's some kind of reflecting. 2, process. What are you going to do to get to that body that you want? And if you have no idea, how do you expect to get there? A lot of us think that we can guess, we can eat like this, okay, I'm just gonna eat a little bit, eat clean meals, work out. It's not that easy. People think it's that easy, but there's a little bit more science behind it. I know, I say, and I even say myself, just gotta work out and eat clean, but it's a lot more easier than said than done. So, working out for me, my process, I gotta make sure if I'm working out, I gotta make sure I have the fuel, which is food, for the fuel and the recovery post-workout. Now for me, I wanna build muscle, pack on, try to get more of these things pop out there. I wanna try to get everything popping out. That's like my thing that I like. It's taken me a long time to build up the muscle density and the volume to where I can actually see the definition, and I want us to see more. So process is basically, I work out. I'm working out 6-7 days a week, maybe 5-6, and then I'm gonna be food prepping about twice a week. Now my food prep, I'm food prepping my meat, my vegetables. I have eggs in the morning, but mostly it's like I try to eat the same foods every day. We'll change it up just a little bit. But the processes that you do every single day, week in and week out, is really what's going to get you to your goal. If you think that you're going to be one of those people that, hey, you know what, I can do good for like 2 weeks out of the month, it's not going to happen, people. It's just not. You got to be consistent. You still going to have cheat meals. You still going to have pizza and have abs. I had pizza like 3 days in a row, and you can still see some abs. But basically, what you're going to do is you're going to have to find that balance. Your process is going to help you do that. For instance, I want to cut for a show. Okay, so my process, I need to get motivated to do that for 1. 2, I have to find the process to do it. I gotta cut my water. When do I cut my water? I gotta cut my carbs. How do I cut my carbs? But I don't want to cut my carbs too much because they're gonna be too flat. So how do I get the right look? Or say I want to do a photo shoot. I want to pull out all the water inside to really get all those muscles popping. How do I do that? Or I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to lose 40 pounds. I want to lose 100 pounds. Myself, I lost 73 pounds, people. 73. I was skinny in high school at a 125, graduated, didn't know how to gain weight, but then I got into the world, into the real world, in corporate America, starting out to junk food, crap food, because I didn't have time, and basically what happened? Boom! Josh Sanchez became 240. So 240, got all the way down to 167. My process to do that was, I had to log my food. I had to hold myself accountable. I had to make sure I was holding myself accountable for my cardio, for my workouts, and I had to log it to make sure. The process that you have behind everything you do, whether it be in work, your fitness, your relationships, it's all going to show with your success on that and the rate of that. So what you want to do is be sure you have solid processes in line. If you don't, then what you want to do is make sure you have different people you can go to get that. JoshSanchezFitness.com, you can do that. If you guys have any questions, I want you guys to write them down right now. Go ahead and send me an email, joshsanchezfitness@gmail.com, or you can shoot me a link at the bottom when I go ahead and post on my page. There's a link on my website as well. Next thing, goals. Goals. You can't just say, hey, I want to do this. No, for me, it's I want to go step on stage. I want to win a trophy. I did that. I said I want to get sponsored by a big supplement brand and start growing my following and just start having more people. I did that. I said I want to get on the cover of a magazine. I did that. So things you have to set realistic goals. Some of them can be crazy, guys. For me to be who I am, like to go from a nobody to get on a cover, like on Jason Ellis's magazine, like in Men's Physique magazine, like that's, who does that? You know, but I knew what it was going to take. I needed the motivation, but I also knew that in order for me to get there, I had to become the motivation. So there's different things that this process part may change. A lot of these things when you go through and you're trucking along, you have a good way, then boom, something happens. Then you have to do it. So next thing is goals. If you guys don't have specific goals to basically go ahead and get started, you guys need to do that. So what I'd like you guys to do is write down your goals. I want to do this, and I want you guys to put it like right here. So these are some things, some goals and things, reminder. Every day I leave, I go and I remember, hey, I went to Olympia. I went to the Anaheim Fit Expo. I went to the LA Fit Expo. You know, I went to go see my niece being born. I had, you know, do one thing every day that scares you. My niece, my dreams, and stuff like that. You gotta have different things that just show where you're going, where you're gonna be doing. Your goals, you have to see and talk about them. You can confess them. You gotta tell your friends, your family, hey guys, I'm trying to lose 20 pounds. Hey guys, I'm trying to go ahead and compete in my first competition. I've had 2 guys that come to me and compete and say, hey man, I want to do my first competition ever. After they saw me do mine, I won a trophy. They said they wanted the same thing. They set a goal. They told me their goal is to get a trophy. Like me, they both did it. It's feasible, guys. It's very feasible. You guys can do whatever you want to do in life. You just got to make it happen. Make it happen. So, goals, talk about them, reflect on them, and make sure you do it every single day. And basically, you just got to keep working. So I want to leave the remaining part for your questions and comments. Here's my little things you guys can see. So here's my little reward, and a lot of things, you know, like in the Bible, it says you want to make sure you show your the things and accomplishments you have. So this is one of them. You know, I have here, this guy represents something I never thought I could look like. It represents something I never thought I could do, and it represents something that it took a lot of balls for me to do to step on stage. But honestly, when I did it, I had so much fun, and I met so many great people that I just love this industry even more. I end up loving fitness. This right here is the LA Fit, this was the Anaheim Fit Expo, by the Fit Expo. Last year at Anaheim, I basically stepped on stage for the best abs, and I got first place. Now, I wasn't conditioned. Okay, I was conditioned. I did prep a little bit. All the shows I always prep a little bit, cut water, all that stuff. But I wasn't expecting to step on stage. So again, the process, things are going to happen to where maybe these new goals get created during the process that you're already going through, and then bam, you get taken to another level. You have to always be ready. You have to always be open, always be ready for the next thing that's coming. You want to get those six-pack abs? You can. You want to go ahead and be the next fitness model on the cover pages? You can. The thing is, like, there's so much motivation and all this stuff that's out there. You can become it just by living. Just by being you and living. Now, I challenge you guys, you know, when I get done with this video, I want you guys to think about this, everything I said. What's my motivation? What's my process? What's my goals? If you guys need any help, contact me at joshsanchezfitness@gmail.com, or you can go to my website at www.joshsanchezfitness.com. I have information out there about me, some photos. You guys can follow me on Instagram and stuff there, and you guys can reach out. I would love to help you guys with your questions. You know, this stuff is it's hard, but it can be a lot easier when you have the help. Again, you need to lean up, you need to bulk, you need weight loss, you want to compete. You know, pretty much anything you guys are trying to do, I can help you do it. And I have the motivation, the process, and the passion behind it too. You know, I love what I do, and I love to help people. So go ahead and challenge me and send me your questions. Give me like some things that you think you can be like, hey, like I'm doing this, we're trying to do this. What would you do? You know, with me in my head, my mind spins so much that these things come at me. People ask me questions in fitness, like, hey, I want to lose this, do this, this. This is what I'm doing. I'm like, boop, 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 boop. Let's do this, change this. Basically, it's all about changing those variables. I can do that. Send me your questions. Challenge Mr. Sanchez. Challenge the Superman. Again, we all have Superman in us. We all can be this guy. We all can have this. It's just about the process and the motivation to do it. I believe in every single one of you guys, and hope you guys have a great day. Keep at it. Keep that fitness game strong. Boom, baby. Boom.